Well, the president continues to believe, less than a week after he announced the plan, I'll say, that there's a bipartisan path forward. And we are encouraged, not just by 80% of the public that believes that it is long overdue to invest in infrastructure, that not just roads, rails, and bridges, but there is a way we should, a role the federal government can play in rebuilding the infrastructure of our economy and helping support American workers for the 21st century. This is a mechanism, as you know, reconciliation is a mechanism for passing budgetary bills in Congress. We will leave the mechanisms and the determination of the mechanisms to leaders in Congress. But right now, less than a week after he announced the American Jobs Plan, our focus is on engaging with Democrats and Republicans, with staff, with committee staff, inviting members to the White House next week, and we are encouraged by some of the statements that have been made about components of the package where we could find agreement.
On infrastructure, some Republicans have quibbled with the way infrastructure should be defined in the bill. Does the president feel he has to convince Republicans of what should be used in an infrastructure bill before he can actually persuade them to vote for it?
Well, I'll give you a little bit of a homework assignment. There are some Republicans who have previously called for investment in workforce development as part of comprehensive infrastructure investment. Some have called for that. Some have previously called for investing in broadband and the expansion of broadband as a means of expanding infrastructure. Some even have reference to replacing pipes as a means of infrastructure. So I would suggest that many of their constituents would be surprised to hear that those are not infrastructure projects, and I'm sure with a little Googling, you can all figure out who those all are.
Just